right, you guys, good morning. Welcome to another vlog. It is Monday morning. It's like 7:30 a.m. right now, and we are starting the video outside because we're doing some outdoor projects this weekend because the weather is finally nice. So we are out on my big gravel, I guess you'd call it a deck, patio right now. So last year, this was all actually a wood deck that was all kind of falling apart, and we ripped up the entire deck. And today we are going to get started on rebuilding like the fence around here. I already edited some short form content that I'm going to post later today, and I think we're going to try to make at least one beat today later on. So we'll get cooking up later in the video, but today's going to be some house projects. I also look, if you look far in my yard, yesterday we installed a squat rack or power rack in my backyard because I haven't been good about getting to the gym, and I've wanted a power rack in my yard for a long time now. So the idea here is that now when I wake up in the mornings, I can do pull-ups and squats and stuff, and I don't have to go to the gym, and I can work out early at home now. Time I could do 15 in a row. I gotta get back to it. Also, if you saw my vlog to New York City, I talked about moving a well into my backyard, and this is the well. And yesterday I hung up some bird feeders because I love birds, I love animals. I don't care about squirrels either. So hopefully in the next couple weeks, all my birds will start coming out, man. Whisk, whisk, whisk. I'm wearing the same orange windbreaker from the last video, so I promise this is a different day. But we are on our way to Harbor Freight right now. I gotta pick up a concrete drill. I think that's what they call it. What do they call it? Like
a hammer.
A hammer drill. Yeah, hammer impact drill for the concrete footings. And then we're gonna go to Lowe's and pick up like the rest of the hardware we need. Okay, really quick. Done at Harbor Freight. I'm gonna try to do a little haul. All right, this is that hammer drill to drill into the concrete. Oh, we got a chalk line so Kiana can like mark out where to put the footings. Okay, and the masonry bits. So now we're gonna go to Lowe's.
You should have brought everything up with you.
Okay, it is cold today, but we're getting prepped. So we got everything from Lowe's, and I'll show you the setup. All right, we got 4 foot tall, 4x4 decorative posts. And then we're doing like metal easy base into concrete, wood post all the way down. It is almost noon right now. My son and I are gonna head to gymnastics actually right now, and my wife is going to start doing like the setup work, I think, like lining up where the feet should go and make sure we have space. The only thing we found out, or just realized, is that these aren't all super level. So I don't know if we're gonna have to level these or not, but we will figure that out as we go. All right, it is 1:30. I just finished up at gymnastics with my son, and I picked up coffee for my wife and I. I wanted to get, they sell these buckets of coffee. I wanted to get a bucket, but they didn't have any. So I just got like a large oat milk cold brew. I think it's honey vanilla. It's so good. All right. I gotta go home, and I think I'm gonna work on putting those posts down. I don't know, we're gonna see what my wife was able to figure out while I was gone. So, on our way back home. Okay, damn it is sunny out, it's bright as hell. Okay, so I just need to run out to Lowe's one more time. It's probably a little windy, I'm sorry. I just need to run out to Lowe's one more time, and then we're ready to go. My wife and I came outside and we started like talking about the plan, so let me show you what we're doing. Okay, all we're really doing today is getting the footings put down in place. That's step one. So, just gotta run to Lowe's and we can get working. I only got 2 of those post footings done because they were, I don't know, maybe I messed it up a little bit, but they were harder than I thought they were gonna be. So now I have to meal prep, because if you saw my last vlog, I talked about how I never meal prep anymore, and it's actually easy and I'm just lazy. So oven is set to 375. This is 3 pounds of chicken. I actually usually cook like 2.5, but this will be fine to have a little extra. And a can of crushed tomatoes. This is literally all I need, but I'm gonna show you how I do this. All right, I purposely try to make this incredibly simple. So I have this like 9x13 glass dish, my chicken breast here. I'm really just gonna cut these like in half. All right, meat just cut in half, throw it in the pan. I'm just gonna throw a little olive oil, well, this is avocado oil, over that. Salt, basil, parsley, oregano, and garlic powder, and pepper. Just using all powdered seasons to make it easy. Mix this up. Cover this with foil. All right, I actually turned my oven down to like 350. This is gonna cook for at least 2.5 hours, but I'm probably gonna go for like 3. And then when it comes out, you just like shred it with a couple forks and it's perfect. All right, it's about 6 p.m. right now. We're just gonna kind of take a minute. I'm done like working for the day and stuff. My wife and I are gonna head outside. Weather's nice. We're gonna have a little glass of wine together and then probably like chill and have dinner. And then I will get to cooking up a little later tonight. All right, it's getting late, but we are still going. Family is asleep. I was a good boy and I actually just cleaned up the kitchen, dude, even though it's late. 10:45, I'm gonna pull the meal prep chicken out of the oven. It actually finished cooking probably like 4 or 5 hours ago, honestly, and I just turned the oven off because I was busy. And I said I'll get it later. So I'm just gonna show you how we finish this and then we're gonna go cook up. It's still hot enough I need oven mitts, which is good. Looks good, we're gonna shred that up. Some good looking roasted chicken, man. You're just gonna take 2 forks, shred. Just gonna break all this chicken up. Perfect, now you have 2.5 pounds of shredded roasted chicken. Pretty much every morning I'll just weigh out like 5 to 7 ounces of this along with like some pasta or rice, and that's my lunches for the week. All right, it is finally that time, late night cook up. I am just gonna pack this food up and we're gonna hop on the laptop. Let's do talking cook up. I haven't actually talked to you guys about how to make beats ever. So it's 11 p.m., man. We are actually gonna open an empty project and I think we're gonna work at like 161. First things first, we're gonna load up Xenology. All right, and I'm feeling like R&B type EP, maybe a synth lead, probably a kick, not an 808. So we're gonna find an EP, but I'm not like too worried. All right, this is good to start with. Oh, all I need. Literally, that's all I need. All right, so this is what we're gonna do first. We're gonna go to the piano roll. The first thing I see is these high notes that descend. We're gonna cut those out entirely and we're gonna put those on a separate pattern. And you know, before we go too far, we're gonna set our key of our piano roll to match the F minor that this MIDI is. So we're gonna go here, view, scale highlighting, minor natural, here, view, scale highlighting, F. Okay, now our piano roll matches our MIDI. All right, we're gonna change this to a bell. All right, so now pattern 1 is that same EP, just the melody. Pattern 2 is now that music box bell with only the high notes. Next thing we're gonna do Let's go fill in the low end. So we're gonna add another instance of Xenology. We're just gonna stick with these low notes. Probably gonna make it a string of some sort since we're with that kind of R&B sound. So I keep that string mix pretty low, but now we got a string part 4, string part 3. We're gonna move on to part 4. We're gonna add some sort of a synth lead. For this one, we will add Sky Keys. Sky Keys is sick. It goes on sale a couple times a year. I highly recommend it. Yeah, perfect, like that. Okay. Now we're gonna start by dragging in the whole MIDI. And I'm just gonna take a minute and I'm gonna mess with this like in these middle notes, these middle to higher end. All right, here's a synth lead. Literally took me 2 minutes. And it looks crazy, and you're gonna be like, honestly, you're gonna be like, how did you write that synth lead? It sounds crazy. You literally just saw me add, and so you pretty much just saw me subtract from the MIDI that was there. So I didn't write anything crazy. I just took away from what was already there. So we're gonna actually listen to that synth lead alone, and then we're gonna listen to the whole thing. So good. All right, so we could start the drums right now. We might. I did just have an idea. I got an idea. Let's see if this sounds good. That sounds sick. So that's like a Moog bass is what it's called. So we added a little Moog bass underneath this. We're gonna mix that a little after. Okay, I'm gonna go do some mixing. Okay. So I got things mixed and I have the arrangement started. So the intro has the synth lead and then the first set, call it the chorus, or, if they decide to start with the verse, this is where we're going to start drumming. So let's put our drums here. This is our basic drum pattern setup. Kick, hi-hat, rim shot. I'm going to leave it as a 2-step hi-hat. And it's, pretty simple. Okay, next thing for me is going to be my cymbals and hi-hats. Again, pretty simple. I know exactly what I want. Okay. I ended up going with 3 cymbals. I don't usually do that, but I did this like opening main ride. And then I did like my actual open hat. And then I added this smooth crash as like just a little accent crash. I think it sounds really good on these smooth beats. So this is the drum pattern together with those 3 extra cymbals. Okay, we're already, pretty much done. One thing we're going to do is this is good for Florida beats. So we're going to add this little open hat underneath the kick. So we're going to copy this, paste it on, and then now we're going to send everything to the rack for now. But we're going to turn this way down. All right, the last thing we're going to do is just add a couple of perks, but I don't really want much. He is pretty much fully done. I added all the perks. I pre-mixed the perks. So I'm just going to give you a listen through. Actually, we're just going to go arrange this and then we'll listen to it. So I'm going to go arrange. All right, right, so everything is arranged. The last thing I'm going to do is add what I call like, I don't know, I guess accent sounds, which is pretty much just transitions and risers. All right, full beat. Enjoy. All right, it's like 11:50. The only other thing I'm gonna do before I go to bed tonight is post a screen recording of that beat I just made to my Instagram story. I think I'm gonna mainly tag La Tyler in it, but I'm gonna shadow tag a bunch of other artists in it. So that's the last thing I'm gonna do. And then I'm going to bed. It's like midnight. So we are in the kitchen. That means it is the outro spot. I don't think I have anything else to talk about today, you guys. Life is good. We're just staying busy, making beats, networking. I want to get another trip into New York soon, as you guys know. And we're seeing about Miami in May. So I think that is all. I did kind of actually enjoy doing more of that longer cook up like we just did, because I don't usually do that in my vlogs, but I do enjoy it. So maybe I'll do more of that if you guys like it. You know, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you'd like to see in future videos. That is all I got for you guys tonight. If you are still here, I appreciate you being here. Be sure to comment, like, subscribe. Be sure to look out for future videos. We are really going up this year. I appreciate you being here again, and I love you.